Shri Shuka Vacha Sharyati Manabho Raja Brahmishta Sambhabhuvaha Yova Angirasam Satre Dutiyam Aharuchivan. Shukadeva Goswami continued, O king, Sharyati, another son of Manu. O king, Sharyati, another son of the Manu, was a ruler completely aware of the Vedic knowledge. He gave instruction about the functions of the second day of the yajna to be performed by the descendants of Angira. How does understand this? So there is a discussion about his daughter, Sharyati. Daughter, what is the name of the daughter? Sukanya and Chavana Muni. So first the incidents and then the lesson. Incidents is he went to the ashram of Chavana Muni. Chavana Muni is son of Bhrigu, very powerful sage. And when they went to the ashram, she by mistake did something. She pierced two glowworm kind of insects sitting in the earthworm's hole, and the blood started coming, and suddenly the king and all the soldiers realized they have a problem. They cannot pass stool and urine, so they were in trouble. And they realized they have done some offense to the Muni, therefore they are in trouble. Well, if that continues, they will all die. Yeah, so they go to the Chavana Muni, they try to appease him, and Chavana Muni asks, is your daughter married? The king understands and hands over, marries his daughter to the sage Chavana Muni and comes back. Now this is the pastime in short. Chavana Muni is a very advanced sage, but sometimes it is possible that they may have a desire to get married. We have the case of Kardama Muni also. Similar case. Kardama Muni was also doing great tapasya, but he had some desire to get married. And then Krishna came and blessed him, but he said, don't worry, I'll fulfill that desire. And the Manu came himself to offer his daughter to him, Devahuti. So these are different pastimes, but the point here Prabhupada focuses upon is not the sage having desire to get married, but the focus is on the chastity of the girl. Now the chastity of the girl is a part of the Vedic culture. Prabhupada used to very interestingly say many times, because in the West Prabhupada had brahmacharini ashrams. So he had additional responsibility to get them married. So he used to sometimes say to the temple presidents, see, it can be taken care, just see two things. That these girls living in the brahmacharini ashram know how to cook. And second thing, they should know how to be chaste. If these two things are there, I can get any one of the girl married. Practically, the movement was, everybody used to accept Prabhupada's words. There was once one girl, and at that time, she was kind of a famous model, very famous model. And she joined the movement. So she was quite beautiful, and it was the international news when she became Hare Krishna devotee. Proper time, these things were quite common, Things were like ISKCON was into the limelight because of various preachings. George Harrison became disciple, Alfred Ford became disciple, and here now the model, very beautiful, famous model. Every newspaper, they carry only these kind of news. And then what happened, one day Prabhupada said that if somebody goes to preach in Japan, he will be very happy. He wanted to set up preaching. He had visited Japan sometime because of printing of his books. And when Prabhupada went there, in fact the person received Prabhupada very respectfully. And Prabhupada asked him, are you a Buddhist? Because he said yes. So Prabhupada asked him, do you eat meat? He had no words, because he knows it is not correct. And the person went and gave Prabhupada a huge credit. On those days of huge credit. I few $1 million, at least $1 million credit. Means ISKCON can print the books, they don't have to pay anything. Later they can pay. So this became kind of a huge loan, and in the beginning of the movement, these things are a great help. Because Prabhupada would just print the books there in Japan. Dai Nippon Printing, one of the best printing of those days. Very high quality books. In fact, Prabhupada brought these books to India. People were shocked. The books can be so beautiful, people did not know. Very high quality. And it was all on credit. That means you take the books, say you get for $1 million, which is today's easily $10 million, 50 crores. Huge help for those movement, of initial movement. There's no money in the movement. And devotees all around America were selling those books, and after selling those books, they pay him back and again take the credit. So it was like, somebody giving a huge help. So Prabhupada wanted preaching to happen in Japan, and he said anybody preaches in Japan, he'll go back to Godhead. Goes and starts preaching there. Give a big blessing also. So one devotee take a decision, is okay, I go. And he went. And after a year or two struggling there, trying to develop preaching there, he sent a message to Prabhupada. He's finding it difficult to remain brahmachari. Can I get married? So Prabhupada, there was a girl sitting there, so he wants to get married. So the same girl, or the model, beautiful model, she has not even seen that boy. She said, I'll marry him. So she went there to get married with him. So this was very interesting. Now, that was how Prabhupada could get anybody married. Looks like, you just say, they were like his daughters. So Prabhupada insisted two things, that they should know first how to cook. पहले खाना बनाना आना चाहिए. अभी आजकल that is also difficult. And second thing, they should learn to be chaste. So this chastity, in one sense, is nothing spiritual. It's a moral thing. Correct? Directly we cannot say ये तो एक spiritual चीज है. But this helps to keep peace. And Prabhupada understand this point. See, this is all, ये सब चीज़ें कहाँ से derive करेंगे आप? वर्णाश्रम से. वर्णाश्रम में हर आदमी को some rights are there, some duties are there. Everything is fixed. Suppose only we talk about right, that is not a balance. Both have to be there. What are my rights? What are my rights? आजकल लोग यही पूछते हैं. कोई ये नहीं पूछता मेरा duty क्या है. So in the Vedic culture, duties and rights are defined, and there is training for that. Everybody has to play a role. Therefore, society was very harmonious. तो so called differences जो लोग देखते हैं caste के, this was not a focus. हर आदमी को focus था, मेरा duties क्या है, मेरा rights क्या है, बस that's. But focus was more on the duties. Everybody was focused on his duties. Very peacefully, everybody was working. Just like somebody wants to be a judge, but can he fulfill the duties of the judge? He cannot. उसके पास capacity नहीं है. So he may have a right, give me right for a judge post. Duties can you handle? No, I cannot. So do what you cannot do. So everybody is peaceful. So this was leading to a very peaceful society. And this chastity is discussed everywhere, and it is glorified. And the most chaste lady always discussed is Sati, the wife of Lord Shiva. The word Sati itself means chaste. She was the most chaste lady, and therefore when उनके जब हस्बैंड को अपमान हुआ था, वो सहन नहीं कर पाई थी. जब दक्ष मुनि ने उनके पति को अपमान किया था, तो वो सहन नहीं कर पाए. हाँ, यज्ञ में नहीं बुलाया, और ऊपर से उसको भी इग्नोर किया, और ऊपर से उनके जो यज्ञ में आहुति होता है उसका प्रसाद शिव जी को नहीं ऑफर हो रहा था. उसने देखा सब कुछ, और उससे सहन नहीं हो पाया इतना. शी वॉज सो चेस्ट, शी कुड नॉट बियर, एंड शी, वो अपने तपस शक्ति से ही अपना शरीर जिसने जला दिया. तो उसका नाम आता है. और चेस्ट लेडी में गांधारी का भी नाम आता है. सभी देखे, सभी चेस्ट थे. द्रौपदी भी आता है. और पहला चीज़, व्हेन द्रौपदी के बेटे मर जाते हैं, वो बोलती नहीं, वो भी तो चेस्ट लेडी है. द्रोणाचार्य की वाइफ द्रोणी, उसको भी बहुत ऑलरेडी दर्द हो रहा है, हस्बैंड चले गए, यार वो बेटे को मार दोगे, तुम्हें शर्म नहीं आती. शी रिलीजेस अश्वत्थामा. सो एनीवे, ऑलवेज एडजेक्टिव नाम के बाद गांधारी द चेस्ट वाइफ, Kunti the chaste wife, Draupadi the chaste wife. This is like part of their personality. It was their character. This is so difficult today. The reason is, Prabhupada says, एक बारी कॉलेज में मेंशन कर दिया. अब तो ऐसा नहीं है, सच को तो बोलना पड़ता ही है. तो एक बारी मणिपाल में मेंशन किया, free mixing of boys and girls symptom of degradation of society. They just did not agree to me. They did not agree to me. That time हमारा सेंटर था मणिपाल में, तो बच्चे लोग मिलने आते थे. So some discussion was going on, कोई प्रोजेक्ट बना रहे थे. So I said free mixing of boys and girls symptom of degradation of society. स्वीकार ही नहीं किया. They said no sir, we don't agree to this. I said no, this is a free mix. I'm not saying free mixing should not be there. There has to be some boundary, some limit. How much? It's not that co-education, okay, अभी part of the modern society, अब ऐसा तो नहीं हम उसको बंद कर सकते. But there has to be some kind of a limit. In fact, Prabhupada had an idea. He said that I'm not against co-education, but my formula is that at a certain age, if the girls and boys are studying together, the girls should be married and then study. So that will not lead to the disturbances which are there. He did not change. In fact, when Prabhupada went to America, this women rights was the growing movement, which is happening now in India. India thoda 50 saal piche hai. So there was women rights was a very big issue. And Prabhupada was emphatically saying this is a social malady. ये बहुत बड़ा आप खोट है आपका society में. What is this women rights? This is not correct. And he was attacked. Attacked मतलब जितने journalists generally ladies होती हैं, they used to fight with them. And Prabhupada did not budge. That was, so we can see his, not that he is just speaking. He was never कि I have to थोड़ा popular बनना है तो I can twist. He never twisted. He remains like tough. Even though, it may get unpopularity, थोड़ा लोग बुरा सोचेंगे. And they used to ask him. And Prabhupada used to always say no. उनका formula बहुत simple था. Prabhupada used to ask a journalist, देखो, when boy and a girl get married, who become pregnant? Girl or the boy? So they had answer, girl. So you say equality ना, तो कभी कभी boy को pregnant होने दो. So they had no answer. And then he used to say, when the girls become pregnant, and in your society, the boys run away. That's the general tendency today. They don't want responsibility. They want to enjoy without responsibility. And then when the boy runs away, the girl is helpless. She has to beg to maintain herself. She cannot work. As she is growing in pregnancy, she can't work. She needs help. She needs money. And then they beg from the government in the country to somehow maintain her. Prabhupada, what is this? So we said, no, there should be no free mixing of boys and girls. Number one. Number two, girls should be subordinate because her position is like that. She is the one going to become pregnant, not the boy. It is natural. And Prabhupada here in the purport is going ahead, is saying no, because the man has a nature to dominate. It's always the nature. So she should not create a conflict. And Prabhupada, when he saw there the families breaking apart, अब उनके आंखों के सामने he saw mostly families broken. Sometimes Prabhupada used to laugh. He said, the हृदय ग्रंथि यहाँ थोड़ा loose है. Because पुंसा श्रिया मिथुनि भावम एतत् तयोर मिथो हृदय ग्रंथि याहु अतः गृह क्षेत्र सुताप्त वित्तै जनस्य मोह महम मेति. So Prabhupada said, यहाँ थोड़ा loose लगता है, ये जो knot होता है ना, थोड़ा loose है. It is good. In one sense it is good now. Because it can be used for Krishna consciousness. Because the way thousands, I think 4,000 to 5,000 youngsters joined Prabhupada movement full time. There was nothing in Prabhupada movement outside. It was only inside. In America particularly, there was no need to be outside. They accepted him, they came inside. Whoever it was. He gave shelter to everybody. Now we have outside, we call congregation. No, there was nothing like congregation. जो दीक्षा लिया अंदर है ना निमाई, बाहर नहीं था उधर. दीक्षा लिया अंदर. इट वाज अंदर, मतलब अभी है दीक्षा लेके बाहर, वो था ही नहीं प्रॉपर टाइम में. स्टडी किया किसी ने कि प्रभुपाद जी ने दीक्षा दिया, कोई ऐसा आदमी है ही नहीं जो दीक्षा लेके, पहले तो अंदर ही था जो दीक्षा लिया, या कोई बाहर था दीक्षा लेके अंदर आ गया. टोटल सरेंडर था. अब इन्हें दीक्षा भी लिया, मतलब जो था ना, जैसे मंदिर का वो है, क्या है, दीवार है, उसमें बैठा हुआ है ना, अंदर ना बाहर, है ना, ना अंदर ना बाहर, वो नहीं था. So they were totally part of the movement in proper time, totally absorbed in the movement. And that was also because of his purity. So this was quite very clear, and Prabhupada was very emphatic. And he also organized his movement in that way, always. And the girls were happy. It's not that they were unhappy, they were happy. He had equal number of girls and men, but he put them in the right place and they were very happy. All the best of the paintings, जितना ISKCON का सबसे सुंदर painting उन्होंने बनाया, they were happy. How a sad person can make the world's best painting, they were very happy. He gave them engagement, इतना था कि अमेरिका में he gave them, made them पुजारी, because there it doesn't make a difference. अभी देखिए ब्राह्मण दीक्षा कौन देता है? कोई भी संप्रदाय में लेडीज को दीक्षा हस्बैंड को मिलता है. He gave to ladies also. So he spiritually gave them all equal opportunity. But he was careful. Just like Sankirtan mein jaate the, Prabhupada said no, unmarried girls cannot go with the Sankirtana boys. They cannot. He was strict. He can go if their husband is along with them. So he did not compromise on risking, because many of even his god brothers were surprised. And वो लोग बोलते थे क्या है यहाँ इतना लड़कियाँ लड़का घूमता रहता मूवमेंट में, because generally they saw in their traditional way. But Prabhupada took all precaution. इतना ही नहीं, सबसे ज़्यादा चीज़ हुआ when he was preaching in America. तो शुरू में उनकी क्लास में थे गर्ल्स बॉयज इकट्ठे आते थे, देखा ग्रुप में ही बैठे रहते थे. So they are not his disciples. He didn't say anything. He was silent. He was preaching. वो अपना पूरा शक्ति से प्रचार किया. बट देन ISKCON मूवमेंट जो दीक्षा शुरू हो गया, दे केम टू प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद हम भी आपके शिष्य बनना चाहते हैं ऑफिशियली. प्रभुपाद जी ने से दैट इज़ ओके, लेकिन पहले दिन पहले शादी करेंगे, नेक्स्ट दिन दीक्षा देंगे आपको. दिस आई कैन नॉट अलाउ. सो ही डिड नॉट कॉम्प्रोमाइज. अरे भाई आई बिकम पॉपुलर, लेट मी कॉम्प्रोमाइज. ही कुड हैव बीन मे बी 10 times more popular, बट देन द रिजल्ट विल नॉट कम. जस्ट लाइक प्रॉपर स्टार्टेड मूवमेंट, तो शुरू में लोग नहीं आ रहे थे, तो किसी ने प्रॉपर जी को बोला थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर दो, कुछ थोड़ा दारू अलाउ कर दो. प्रॉपर से प्रोसेस काम नहीं करेगा ना फिर. आई एम नॉट कम टू बिकम, आई हैव कम टू मेक दम कृष्ण भक्तास. तो थोड़ा कुछ कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो गया, देन इट विल नॉट वर्क. सो ही मेड दम गेट मैरिड. ही सेड नो, आई सी यू आर ऑलवेज कमिंग टुगेदर बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, यू आर नॉट माई डिसाइपल्स, सो आई डिड नॉट इंटरफेयर. बट नाउ आई एम टेलिंग यू, यू कैन नॉट बिकम माई डिसाइपल लाइक दिस. You have to be married, then I can give you Diksha. So he did not compromise, and he brought standards into the place. And these are all things generally, abhi bhi India mein bhi, they will not be happy to see all this thing. Chavana Muni marries, but the Muni was also not ordinary. No, see, it's not an ordinary case of a पिताजी ने बेटी की शादी कर दी एक बुड्ढे से, ऐसा नहीं है. वो भृगु का बेटा है. वो इज़ लाइक एक्सट्रीमली पावरफुल सेज. ही नोज द डॉटर स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज टेकन केयर. ही इज़ अ वेरी एडवांस सेज. एंड अनदर थिंग वाज दैट दे वर ऑल इन डेंजर. पूरा राज्य वाज इन डेंजर. ऑल द सोल्जर्स एंड द किंग वाज इन डेंजर. और उसी के हाथ कुछ हो गया था. So he decided, but you see, at the end we have to see Phalena Parichate, we have to see the result. The result, everything went fine. First thing, she was very faithful and she took care. She was very bahut hi, he was, like Durvasa Muni ki tarah, it looks like little easily gets angry. And Prabhupada says the reason is the advanced age like that will not get under anybody's subordination. He knows what is right and wrong. You cannot correct him. But then later now it is coming, Ashwini Kumaras udhar aayenge. And Chavana Muni बोलेंगे चला मेरे को youth दे दो वापस, because he was feeling bad for that girl. She is married on the order of the father. She must be feeling miserable एक बुड्ढे के साथ. And the Ashwini Kumaras make him young. And he promises Ashwini Kumaras, अगर ऐसा करोगे तो मैं, तो मेरा promise ही ऐसा है कि मैं तुमको सोमरस पिला दूंगा. अब सोमरस दारू नहीं है. बहुत लोग सोचते हैं देवता लोग, सोमरस is gives nourishment. It makes you strong. So they gave Somarasa to they got Somarasa. Shidara, somebody has come. They gave Somarasa to the Ashwini Kumaras. Indra became very angry. Indra को बहुत गुस्सा आया. अरे हिम्मत, आप सोमरस पिला दिया, इनका हक नहीं है. सोमरस is only for the devata. They are just physicians, but they are not on the status of devata. थोड़ा देवता तो थोड़ा नीचे. तो उसने तो वज्र उठाया चवन मुनि को मारने के लिए. चवन मुनि का शक्ति देखो, उसका हैंड पैरालाइज कर दिया. कर, ही कुड नॉट मूव. देन इंदिरा फेल एट द feet of Chavana Muni and said, okay, from now on Ashwini Kumaras can have the Somarasa. Just look at the power. It's very extremely powerful sage. So by result we know he has not done a mistake. There is no mistake from the hand of the king. Otherwise we feel ये तो क्या कर दिया. And then Ashwini Kumaras, very interesting thing, they take the sage and make him dip in the water. Some special कुछ powerful lake. Like we have शुक्राचार्य के पास भी ऐसी लेक होती थी. वो मृत को भी जी. प्रॉपर से आयुर्वेद बहुत शक्तिशाली. अभी ऐसे है नहीं लोग. इतनी वी नो हाउ लक्ष्मण ऑल्सो वॉज सेज फ्रॉम संजीवनी बूटी, बहुत एडवांस्ड इट इज़. एंड मृत आदमी को भी अगर उसका शरीर ठीक है, मतलब हार्ट और लंग है, they can make him alive. Sukracharya did it. Bali Maharaj was actually dead. He made him alive. And Prabhupada said, this is wonderful Ayurveda. This kind of case achievements are not there in allopathy. Ayurveda में है ऐसी achievement. But ऐसे भी वैद्य नहीं बचे. But Ayurveda as such has its own achievements. And the second thing was, so Ashwini Kumaras had a lake like that. They created a lake and took him down in the water. उसको पानी में भी घुस नहीं पा रहा था, वो इतना बुढ़ा था. So उठा के उसको पानी में ले जाते हैं, 2 लोग पकड़ के नीचे ले जाते हैं और बाहर आते हैं, तीनों यंग बन जाते हैं, all the 3. Now सुकन्या कैन नॉट डिस्टिंग्विश मेरे, हाँ 2 अश्विनी कुमार और ये चवन मुनि, तीनों सोचो 20 साल के यंग लड़के बन जाते हैं. अब इतना सुंदर यंग की शी कैन नॉट डिस्टिंग्विश इन तीनों में से मेरा हस्बैंड कौन है. So she is being careful. Prabhupada says, again note, she is being chased. She is not just running to anyone. चलो कोई भी चलेगा, नहीं. She is waiting. And then she says, Ashwini Kumaras, please reveal who is my husband. So they are very happy. This very chaste woman. And they reveal the husband and she is very happy. So that goes on, this whole pastime. But the lesson Prabhupada has taken for all of us was the beauty of the Vedic. Every angle we see Vedic culture is beautiful. The language is beautiful. The knowledge is beautiful. Prabhupada used to say, you got everything first class. Everything. If you accept the Vedic culture, everything is first class. So beautiful. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವು ಬಾರಿ ನಾವು ಗೊಂದಲಕ್ಕೀಡಾಗುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಲು ತೋಚದಂತಹ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಕೂಡ ಕುರುಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಯುದ್ಧ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಷತ್ರಿಯ ಧರ್ಮ ಪಾಲಿಸುವ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲಕ್ಕೀಡಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಅವನ ಸ್ವಂತ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರು, ಗುರು ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ ಬಂಧು ಬಾಂಧವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅವನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಡಲು ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದರು. ಆದರೆ ಅದೃಷ್ಟವಶಾತ್ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮೊರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶರಣಾಗಲು ನಿರ್ಧರಿಸಿದ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅರ್ಜುನನಿಗೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಸಾರುವಂತಾಯಿತು. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮ ಬೋಧನೆ ಎಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲೂ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯ ಪ್ರಭಾವಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಗಾಗಬಾರದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ದೇಹವಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಆತ್ಮ, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗರೂಕರಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ವಿವರಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಾವು ಎಚ್ಚರ ವಹಿಸದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇತನವು ಅಧೋಗತಿಗೆ ಇಳಿಯುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಧೋಗತಿಗಿಳಿದ ಕೀಳು ಮಟ್ಟದ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯು ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು ಪಾಪ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂತೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ದಾರಿಗೆ ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಪಾಪ ತುಂಬಿದ ಜೀವನವೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಆನಂದದಾಯಕ ಎಂಬ ಭ್ರಮೆಯನ್ನುಂಟು ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಸತ್ತ ನಂತರ ನರಕಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಚೇತನದ ಅನುಸಾರವಾಗಿಯೇ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಂಜಾಟಗಳಿಂದ ಪಾರಾಗಲು ಜನರು ಯೋಗಾಭ್ಯಾಸ, ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಹಾಗೂ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದ ಮೊರೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯ ಸಾರಾಂಶವೇನೆಂದರೆ ಭಕ್ತಿಯೋಗವೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ಮಾರ್ಗ. ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದ ಮೂಲಕ ಮಾತ್ರವೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಪಾದಕಮಲವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿ ವೈಕುಂಠ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಬಹುದು. ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸುವ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸುಲಭ ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ವಿಧಾನವೆಂದರೆ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಹರಿನಾಮದ ಜಪ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ, ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರೇಮವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕಾದರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ದೃಢ ನಿಶ್ಚಯ